We're talking with Mustang men's basketball coach Brad Bigler following the Mustangs' NSIC opening win over the University of Sioux Falls. And Coach, hard-fought game. It's going to be a cliche we'll probably use all season long about the NSIC, and a great example tonight against a very good Sioux Falls team, and just fortunate to get this win and remain undefeated.
As I talked to our guys in the locker room after the game, I said, never be embarrassed for winning a kind of an ugly basketball game. We found a way to win a few of those this year, and I think it's a compliment to our experience. And I think that last 3 minutes, and there's a lot of things that happened throughout the game. There's a lot of ups and downs, and for that last 3 minutes, we were able to get a couple stops. Drew Griebert, he's a heck of a player. He's a guy who's going to be one of the best players in the league, and even when you contest him, when he's 6'8" doing a step back, it's hard to defend. But I want to compliment Michael Lee. He had 2 misses there in that last 5 minutes, and I thought Michael played great defense on him, and just a great team defensive effort tonight.
Well, Coach, the first half you had to battle there. You had a lead for a lot of the first half. USF came back, took a 2-point lead at halftime, and probably happy to be only down by 2 when you shoot 21%. But you were able to get to the free throw line and, more importantly, make those free throws.
And that's a compliment to USF. I mean, they played that zone defense a little bit, mixing it up, kind of played a little bit of our game. We're going zone to flipping to man and or matching up in their zone, and really threw us out of rhythm. Haven't seen that very often this year so far, and we'll have a lot of opportunity to learn from that to be prepared for the next time we see that.
Well, obviously the second half shooting-wise much better, 53%, and a lot of production from a lot of different players, which is great to see, and that's kind of been your MO this season. Drew Osmondson hits a big three-pointer, Michael Lee with a couple of big threes in the second half, and then obviously Ryan Bergerman did a great job too, hitting some big shots there in that middle stretch of the second half.
Yeah, I thought Ryan really finished the game strong. Going into the game, he hasn't shot the ball particularly well, but I think it's not necessarily that he can't shoot it. It was just he wasn't getting enough shots up in practice, in game settings in practice, where he was really trying to facilitate the offense in practice. And I think he, over the last week when we were practicing for about 8 days there roughly, he was getting more threes up in practice, and you could see it. We talked about it before the game. If on one of our plays, if they go under on that handoff, you're going to shoot the three, and he shot it with confidence tonight.
Well, great to be at home. Obviously, maybe some first game, at home jitters. I mean, you've played a lot of miles so far this season in the non-conference, and to remain undefeated and to come home, and now you'll go back on the road. But as expected, first time in front of the home crowd, but you're able to fight through and, like you said, get that win.
It's always a different routine. As a coach, when you're on the road, you can kind of structure their daily routine and how they set up to the game. Well, when you're at home, you have classes, and now you're all of a sudden doing a shoot-around at a different time. Now you're doing some pregame meals. Just the whole routine is different. And for us, that's a learning experience. I mean, I think KJ, he might have missed that first 3 by 4 feet with that air ball, but you know what? He'll be fine. He's going to have a lot better performances, and for him to get in front of the home crowd for the first time, I think he had a little bit of jitters. I mean, that was obvious out there, but at the end of the day, he had a huge steal. I mean, that steal at the end of the game was something that we've been working on over the last week. Our 5-man rolled over to help. He covered down, and what a great play by him, and that's just give him a compliment, right? The game wasn't going great for him, but to be able to make a play to make a difference.
Coach, congrats on the victory here tonight, and good luck this weekend on the road at Upper Iowa and Winona State.
Thank you.